Hello, welcome everyone. Today we are here in round number 7 of season 19 of Ultimate League. We find ourselves here at the Mestersvig circuit in Greenland. As you can see, it's located right through the mountains, as we have a few tunnels around this track. This is a circuit, as you can see, that features quite a few fast corners, but some of them can also be pretty tricky, especially on that middle sort of section around the top middle parts where it's kind of hard to figure out the racing line. But uh, but yeah, today we have the rain coming back, so that should also make things pretty exciting. Yeah, anyways, let's just have a little look here into the standings, as these are just pretty much provisional because in the previous race we actually had an incident on the final lap and we still don't know whether Figueroa will take the penalty or not. Because if he takes one like 2.5 seconds, that would be enough to drop him down to third place, and that would obviously change the standings a little bit. The standings that we have currently, it's that Figueira now leads the way with 162 points and a half, with then also Hernandi now being 12 points behind and Fatmi third. And this is where I think it could really make the difference if Figueira gets the penalty, because then Fatmi will take the win and he would get a little bit closer to the top two drivers. So yeah, but I'd say he's still in the fight, but he definitely needs to gain points on both of them. But either way, Hernandi does seem to be the favorite for today. As then we also have now LSA still leading the way. They've been getting the biggest amount of points out of every single team in every single race, and so yeah, they're pretty much unmatchable. Like, it's, I think the worst result from an LSA driver this season was P4. While from the other teams, they have a driver usually finishing outside the top 10, so the difference is obviously very big. Then NSR currently in second place with then STP third. Then you got Flow Force followed by RMC. Then you got Lynx Racing followed in by Ricard Auto. Then you have Mayhem Racing and then FCR. So yeah, let's then go and get ourselves into qualifying. Alright, then we are here in the qualifying now. As we got, I'm now currently joined by Yoa. Hello Yoa, how are you doing?
And doing fantastic in yourself.
Alright, I'm doing well as well, so yeah, let's see who's currently looking at the front. I'm seeing, I think, Figo. So he's looking to be the one maybe leading here. Oh, but he just saw Hernani making a mistake there. So let's see now, I think Figo might be the one looking to take that provisional pole. And there he goes, 2 tenths ahead of Juruni in second place. Oh my.
Really?
Yeah, Juruni in second, that's quite a big surprise there. But I feel like a lot of people are sort of bottling right now. I saw Figo with a little mistake now. We got Hernandi potentially trying to take that provisional pole, because he made a mistake on the first lap, and so he's down into P7. He's right behind Messi man, who I believe is Pan.
Indeed. Oh, JT.
Yeah, JT now putting himself at the front now. This is a very, it's pretty much the usual position from him in qualifying. And now he gets a 35.20, so yeah, pretty nice lap here from JT. Can he finally get his revenge though? Because he hasn't got any wins so far this season. He's kind of unrecognizable, but could have definitely won at the start of the season. But sadly he had that DNF, but now let's see. It's the final lap here. Who's gonna take that pole position? And no one improves. I think. Ooh, Figo did improve a little. You see Johnny falling to P4, Juruni P5. Oh wow, what a surprising qualifying here. So let's then have a look into the starting grid. We got then Charge T once again starting on pole position, and then 12 hundredths of a second behind will be Hernandi. As then we got Figueira then in third. Then 2 tenths behind, you got a freeway tie here. It's Corvid, Johnny Fu, and Juruni, all with the 35.55. As then we got Krantosville just ahead of Messi Man. As then you got Fatme and F1 Fan closing the top 10. As then we see then it's Tomatoes in P11 followed by Bana, tied with Glow actually, both with 35.85. And then right behind it's Pituco followed in by Go 14. As then you got Do Gamer, Suicide and the Corner then starting at the back. So there's a little bit of a field spread here, as you see the difference of around half a second between first and P10. But yeah, Fatme starting a little bit from the back. He desperately needs to get results though, because otherwise he might starting to fall behind in the championship. So yeah, let's then soon go into the race. So yeah, what can you expect here, by the way?
I feel like this could be, I think, round one, where JT was first. He was in front until the DNF happened. So that might be a sign, because it was also rainy that day, and this race is said to be a mixed weather type of race in Greenland. So that could be very interesting, but in the championship fight, I think Figo, no matter where you put him on the grid, I think he tends to come on strong as the race goes by. Hernandy's looking fantastic this weekend, so that could be something to watch out for. Great performances from Deru, Johnny Fu, and by PP, and Pan as well. So it's looking interesting,
Yeah, that's the thing. The rain could really screw up a few people, although the pits might not be as big as they kind of seem, because we have that sort of wide turn on the pit exit. But yeah, I wonder how will things go, because yeah, last time we had rain was in round 4 and it barely showed up. Those are only on the final lap. I mean on the final stints where everyone already made their pits. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. Thinking back to Turkey, and I think based on what I had during that race, let's just hope that no one makes incorrect calls today. that would really throw people's races off. But yeah, let's see how this goes.
Alright then. We see everyone's ready. We might see a few drivers picking the mediums at the start, but we might also see JT starting on softs. He's been usually doing that at the start. And here we go, we are racing here in Greenland. We see JT already blocking the inside line, as we see Nandi just sticking behind him, so no big drama so far at the front, as we see then Corvid in P4, hopefully not killing anyone. We also got Johnny Fu trying to get past the LC here, but he's just bunching up everyone here. We also got Kratosville up there, he had a really good qualifying. Now we see Fatme also trying to recover here, currently P8, so not much happening. I think they are sort of behaving. Hopefully I'm not gonna binge it, but yeah, as we see now Fatme with a little dive there up the inside of Messy Man. We see now Long Gamer getting a little bit pushed here, as we see the clouds coming already. Oh boy, this could be a sign. This could potentially be a sign. Oh, now I see some drama happening here. We got Kratosville Zuruni having a bit of a crash there, as we see the pack getting a little bit separated now. The top 7 getting away from the rest here. We got Gamer leading that sort of big second group. As we see now Fatme already up to P6. And now the sun is gonna come out again. That's kind of boring. But yeah, let's see then. It's JT leading the way. I think Nani and Figo will just slip from each other. As I see. Oh my, Johnny Fu. Johnny Fu with a little bit of a lag. I'm not sure if it was him or if it was.
It was Johnny.
Gotta have to watch out for that. As we also see Tomatoes right behind, and it's F1 Fan. So we have some battles here, mostly on the midfield. I think that's what should be interesting to watch. As we see now Tomatoes getting past No Gamer there. And yeah, could potentially fight for a top 10 finish here today. As we also got 10 Bituko here, but here we go, then Kratosville right behind. As we see they're going side by side here, F1 Fan also up there. And now we see it's a little mayhem sandwich here. And now
the top 3 have gone away, top three have also pulled away.
It does seem it's pretty much like that from the start. As Corby just couldn't keep up with them, it seems. But yeah, they all do seem to be in a field of their own. This kind of looks like a season 17 race, to be honest, where we got big three from three different teams who have been pretty much the three best teams in the more recent seasons. And yeah, it's just gonna be like that, I think, for now. Maybe once we get into the pits is when things start to get interesting. But as we see right now, we got both Mayhems into the top 10 right now. We got Togamer and B2, who is the Spanish duo right now. We got Tomatoes going off the track. He's gonna push F1 fan as well. That's a little bit of drama there. I would say F1 fan is one of the drivers who came from mobile, and they are sort of starting to emerge and they evade this grid as well. And but yeah, as we see here, this is where we got the battling. We also got at the front Fantme, Johnny Fu, and Messi Man. Looks like Fantme, I think, yeah, he managed to catch up to this group. So now it's four drivers. As we see now Fantme going side by side with Corvid. Can he make the pass? I don't think he can. Oh my god, he was almost pushed on the inside there. But now he's gonna up the inside into the hairpin. Oh my god, he goes quite wide there. And yeah, but got a little bit pushed, but no big drama. He's still on this second pack. And yeah, now it's just to say that it's gonna be Corvid leading the way. Oh, now we see them going. Yes?
I don't know what to make of this. Anthony saying TP, assume that's for Johnny Fu as well. Oh, Bituka. I think he was forced off there, and then he tapped into Girouni, and I think that sent Tomatos off.
Yeah, so we gotta watch out for Johnny Fu, because currently I not really see him lag, so it's really tricky sometimes. They lag, then they don't, then they lag. Ooh, but as you can see now, JT into the pits now. Going for the hard tires. Let's see where he comes out. Might be just ahead of Togamer, or just right behind actually. Let's see if the Spaniard will let him pass. Could be a good opportunity to slipstream a fast driver. But if he doesn't, then GT is gonna be screwed up here. As you can see now, he goes up the inside. Try to make a move, but he can't. This is really costing him a lot now. And the rain comes in! Full rain! This is really bad for him. Yeah, JT just getting cursed once again in this season. Togamer leaving the game.
What's going on?
I think that may just be a crash from him. I guess the connection. I think there was some issues with him. But yeah, there we go then. The rain shows up. We see Hernandi on the Inters. Oh, now the rain's ending. Oh no. We see the rain ending. A few drivers staying out. We got Banna out on the hards. He's not pitting, but he might have to pit soon for another set of tries, because those hards seem to be pretty old. There goes GT with an easy move here, but he's definitely so screwed up here. But we might see a fun recovery, I guess, from the spectator view. But either way, we got Johnny Fu and Messi Man going side by side here. As we also see it's Fantme, then Corvid, all on the wets. I think pitting for wets may still be the best decision, or actually even for the Inters. If the track actually dries up, because we might see the rain coming back again. But yeah, it's now Hernandi with the advantage. Leading the way, he is trying to gain points on Figo. Obviously, we're still waiting for the decision on Avilon, as we don't know whether it's Figo or Fantme who took the win officially in last week. But yeah, as we see then on the right, looks like the rain will be over. Now the track should be drying faster, as we got the sunny conditions. So yeah, let's see. Did we got any big shakeups here? I'm sort of trying to look to see who may have got screwed up. I think Corner may have been one of them, because he pitted twice. And yeah, Bennett did not pit at all, but I think he should have had, because yeah, it's way too long on those dry tires. I would probably pit right now if I was him. As we see now also go 14. Leaving the pits now on the mediums. As we see the clouds coming back. There you go now. The leaders now going into the pits then. I think it's going to be a very chill race for them, as we see Johnny Fu staying out. Oh boy, he's on yeah, with the wets here. We'll definitely get undercutted. But I guess he's hoping that the rain comes back soon. But if that's the case, he should have been on the Inters right now to have better chances of not losing too much time at the moment. But yeah, people have been saying that he's one of the candidates to be the next new race winner. And but yeah, we got then Corvid. Yeah, looks like one if we're not beating, and he's gonna be massively undercutted. Now we see the sun coming back, so we might not see the rain coming in for a few from some time. As we see now, Jeroni also he was on the Inters, and now he takes the mediums there. So yeah, I guess Jeroni was also testing his luck.
If it worked, it would have been a masterclass from both. But speaking of Johnny as well, I think one thing with him this season is he tends to stretch distance. So while others ahead of him might be making 3 stops or like 2 more stops, I think he's only going to make 1 more stop from now till the end.
That is interesting. I really haven't noticed that, but I guess he likes to do the tire offset strategy where he just I guess picks something different from the others and tries to go for that clean air. But in the meantime, we got it's Fatmi then leading this second group on the medium tires. He makes a little mistake. Messiman will go for the move here. Up the inside.
What a drive is that?
Yeah, I think this might be his last race of this season. He really took a main seat and then he said that he would be only doing this race. And then he will leave, but I guess that would be a proper send-off for him because he's currently on the podium. But yeah, obviously we got the fast Jar GT chasing down these drivers, that is for sure. He's currently trying to aim for his teammate right now in P6. As yeah, Johnny Fu, even though Johnny Fu does have a newer tire, it should be interesting to follow this because yeah, he's on the tarts, doing a different strategy, and yeah, I think you're right. He might actually save 1 pit stop compared to the others until the end. But yeah, now this seems like the track has, the race has calmed down right now. As we see, it's just Nani and Figo leading the way. Then it's this group here, Messiman and Fatmi with Corvid right behind. I think this might be where the bigger battling might happen because Fatmi probably wants to get past the NSR driver. He's going up the inside here. Here there goes the Frenchman now, as he goes side by side. Messiman goes for the dive, but he still leaves the space. As they go now wheel to wheel on these final few corners here, but Fatmi now seems to be ahead now, up into 3rd place again. So nice battle here, Messiman touches the snow a little bit. Ooh, Fatmi trying to get rid of him by trying to see if he cannot pick the slipstream, but yeah, the slipstream is still pretty strong here. But yeah, I think he's just staying behind for now. But let's see, at the front, I think there's some battling. Yeah, Juroni and Tomatoes. Juroni have much fresher tires here, as you can see. But the British driver still try to battle. But I think yeah, he's gonna have to settle for it. But we also got Mestersvig here on those medium tires as well. But yeah, as we see, the clouds coming back. The drivers might start to get sweaty again because they don't know if the rain will come in, especially now that their tires are pretty old. And so yeah, they're soon gonna have to pit. But they don't want to pit and then have the same thing happen that happened also to JT, where he pitted and then the rain came in. And now as a consequence he's down into P7, but he's already catching Johnny Fu here. I think the best that he can do would have to be 3rd, but oh man, you gotta feel for him actually. I'll be honest, I think he's the most cursed driver in the history of Ultimate League. The amount of wins that he could have gotten but he didn't because of some bad luck, it's kind of been astonishing, I'd say. But,
Very true. I actually wonder, like, with the SCPs both being on hard tires and with JT being on a lap older hard, I wonder what they're going to do and whether they might both play the 2 stoppers. Into the pits comes Messiman for the undercut and the 2 ahead of him.
Yeah, it seems. There he goes. Let's see what he comes out to. It's like F1 Fan was on the soft side. He's pitting already. But yeah, the grid is definitely quite spread, which is quite different from what I was expecting. Actually, I felt like this would be a bit of a slip fest, but I guess I was wrong. Because I guess that middle session,
No, I think the rain.
I think I'd say like around turn 5 and 6, it's a really tricky part where people can make mistakes, and I guess that's where the peloton breaks. But uh, but yeah, what were you
Yeah.
saying? We're talking about the rain.
Yeah, sorry for that. Now I was saying that I think the rain also had a big part to play in splitting the field because I think even though it was only about two or so laps where the rain fell, I think the fact it fell when it did, I think that threw people's strategies all over the place, especially for someone like JT. But even before that, I think the top three had already split themselves. And now I think the true strategy race begins, especially with the top two pitting for two
Yeah,
different tires. And there we go.
yeah, GT right behind, although he's gonna have to pit soon, but I guess he's gonna try and stick with these drivers as much as possible, and I'm guessing that Johnny will do the same. So yeah, the SCPs have quite the mission right now to try and stick with them, but it's really gonna be hard. Yeah, they have no tires.
Whoa.
And once again, we got Tonali on mediums and Figo on the hards. And but yeah, they pitted at the same time despite having different tire compounds. There's now Figueira takes the lead off the race, but Tonali will take it again, as this might help the SCPs to try and stick with them. And here they go. Yeah, they're just trying to hang on as much as they can. Johnny Fu as well, doing a pretty good job. And yeah, I don't know what happened to Johnny Fu, but this season has been quite amazing. Huge improvement, that is for sure. Every single race in the top 10 so
Absolutely.
far. As we see him sort of being a little twitchy, but he's not really that massive teleporting. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
this.
something that screw him up. Now we see Hernani with a little mistake. Figo will take back the lead, but yeah, still no big drama between these two drivers so far. I think it's gonna be all down into the end, or if the rain appears and they do completely different decisions. But yeah, we see now Hernani and Figo, they're going full out on the button here. Hernani goes defensive. Figo cannot really do much. And yeah, maybe for Hernandi might be the best of interest to actually battle, because that could give a chance for Fatby to catch up, even though he's a little bit far behind. And now we see Banner DNFing, so it's the second DNF of the race. Is now Johnny Fu goes into the pits, into the soft tires. Interesting.
Ooh, that's a big hold. And on top of that, Nuno, so if Phantomy closes in on them, I think because Pan is right behind him and still sticking with him, that might make it an NSR against LSA fight. That could be very interesting. That's
Oh,
only if Andy holds Figo up though.
okay, we'll have to wait and see. Currently, the gap is around 4 seconds. Let's see actually the lap times. We got 35.92 and 36, so yeah, not much difference. But still, they did lose some time here, so yeah, not really sure if they're really slowing down at the front. So we might have to maybe scrap that idea for now. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they start batting way too much. But yeah, look at this Messi man. This is looking like a unique opportunity to take a podium. Because yeah, if he was staying and racing, I'm pretty sure he will have more opportunities. But since he's looking to leave, he's definitely. This is like looking like a final showdown for him, pretty much. But yeah, we can also not discard JT. But soon he's gonna be. Oh, Kratos will leaving as well. Oh my god, FCR has been cursing this race here. Both drivers leaving then.
Oh shit.
So 3 DNFs then so far. As we got right now, it's Messi man behind Fantme, but yeah, now nothing is really happening. A lot of drivers are really just so far apart from each other. So I think the best thing we can actually do is just compare the lap times, which as we see now, Fantme did gain 5 or yeah, he gained 500s. But he goes in on the mediums, as they have also similar tires, so But yeah, ooh, now we see the clouds coming back here. That could make things interesting again. But yeah, I wonder what will Hernandi do here. If he's gonna do the same that he did on the previous things. Because I feel like the Hungarian sort of extended his previous stint to try and pit at the same time as Figo. But yeah, he could potentially try an undercut. Because at the end of this lap, oh, the rain is back! There he goes, the rain is back!
Oh,
Full rain.
wow.
But I think now there's less drama about it, I'd say. Because a lot of the drivers are quite separated from each other. Maybe F1 fan might lose a little bit, as he will very likely get undercutted, but yeah, look at that, oh my god, he's just sliding wide. But there he goes, Figo on the wets, Hernandi on the wets, surprisingly no one takes the inters to try and see if the rain ends, and then they can stay out to the end. But everyone's just going safe here, into the wets. Ooh, go 14 into the inters, the only one doing that. It looks like everyone will be on the same strategy, same tires here. But yeah, now we see JT looks like he caught up to Corvid here. It's the battle for the P5 as yeah, JT has also been a little bit of a victim of Corvid in his recent seasons. One of them was in Phillip Island, where to be honest it was a little bit of a JT mistake, where he took the hards when the rain ended while Corvid went for mediums. So he got caught by the Alcy and then yeah, he was trying to chase down Figo, but with Corvid being slower than Figo that pretty much became hard. So yeah, now he's gonna have to try and pass the massive ping of Corvid here. But it's gonna be a tough obstacle, that is for sure. And I guess it's...
I feel like that this duo is possibly going to close in on Messiman as well, because Messiman has lost the slip of Phantomy. And even though he's quick in the wet, these are some of the big UL drivers, Corvid and JT. I think on JT's screen, he's now ahead of Corvid. Last week they had a very nice battle overall for positions. So I wonder if it's going to be the same with clouds now coming out as well.
Yeah, as we see now, the clouds will be appearing, which means that the rain will end a little bit slowly. And yeah, looks like Juran is on the inters. He might potentially try and stay out until the end, although he might maybe just gain one position from it. Because, yeah, Spituk is the only one who's close. F1 Fan is quite far ahead. But then looks like GT's got past Corvid here. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be a 1v1 battle for the win today between Hernandi and Figo. And yeah, now Fatmi is alone. Now Hernandi could try and slow down, but I think he's gonna try and just focus to try and get that race win. But now the rain comes back. So I guess he'll just stay on these wets, which should be no problem because they're still pretty fresh. So if those wet tires were older, I think there would be a bigger dilemma about staying out or not. So yeah, although maybe towards the end of the race no one would be pitting, but yeah.
It would be very interesting seeing, like, especially if it dries out, it would be very interesting seeing whether these drivers might maybe take a gamble, and if it dries out, maybe Jaruni might still have a chance of gaining on someone like the Cooper or even F1 Fan. So that could be something to watch out for. But as in front, Nandi and Figo, they're cruising away from the field. I think Phantomy got third wrapped up, but now with JT and with Corvid closing in on Messi Man, I feel like now JT's gone through. I feel like Phantomy might have to watch his mirrors just in case. Although for some reason it says slip, which is very interesting.
As you can see now, ooh, Hernandi got a little bit squeezed there, but no big issues as he's still on the slipstream of Figueira. But here we go, this is the title fight, it's between these two drivers. They are provisionally, you see Go 14 out, as we see now, the rain coming back, but it's just light rain, so no big difference here. But yeah, I guess we're gonna end this race on these wet tires. And it's gonna be interesting because we'll see the drivers with a little bit of a lack of grip. And so that could turn things spicy in the end, but
Course.
yeah, let's see. I wonder if Sonari will try and now slow down, see if Fatmi catches, although it might be a little bit too late for that. But let's see now. Figueroa will try and go around the outside. We just saw go 14 car there. But he's already quite far behind, so he's not going to hit anyone. As blue flags are actually ghosted now. But yeah, let's see now. Looks like the sun will
Oh, oh.
appear, but it's a little bit too late, I'd say. I think they're all going to end the race on wet. That's
Very true.
as we see Figo just falling behind, just taking his time, because right now it doesn't really matter to have the track position unless he could somehow get away. But usually the slipstream kind of works like glue. And it's just hard, it's very sticky essentially, and it's kind of hard to get rid of someone who's on your slipstream. You kind of have to wait for them to make a mistake or something like that, or you need to have 1000 more pace. But yeah, so I guess Figo is really buying his time. Try to not risk Fatmi catching them. Yes, I guess GT is gonna have to settle for the P4. Which
That
might.
gap's coming down though. That gap from P3 to P4 is definitely coming down, and I think last week might still be playing in the minds of the LSA boys too. So I still wonder whether something could happen over these last two laps, but looks unlikely.
Oh yeah, now that I see. Oh! Half a second at the JT gain. Or like 4/10 actually, but yeah, still a big gap that JT gained. And took off from Fatmi here. Might be a little bit too late, but who knows, might still be possible as well, so Fatmi cannot really be messing up. As we see now, it's just 2 laps to go here. We might start to see things starting to heat up as the water will disappear soon. Oh, what happened there, Figo? May have get pushed there, I'm not sure will Hannady slow down or not. But yeah, the final lap I think they're gonna do on a dry track, on very old wet. But I'm not sure if someone will pit, so he's gonna have to drive on really, really bad conditions. It's gonna be basically Tokyo Drift. There he goes, the rain is over. Oh boy, it's gonna be a sliding end. As we see Figo with the mistake here. He's not going to pits. No, Figo will pit! Figo will go into the pits here! Fatmi will stay out. It's gonna take maybe second place. As GT will stay out as well. Let's see. Figueroa might just stake. Yeah, there he goes, Figo. Figueroa out is gonna try and get past GT, who's not gonna put up a fight. Because he really cannot do much, to be honest. But there he goes. Can Figo's decision work out or not? As we see now, Hernandi. He may have 2 race wins, potentially. But we never saw him crossing the line in first place. But I think that will change today. Hernandi crosses the line here in Greenland. As we see now, Figueroa will take second place here. Can Fatmi pass him back? No, he can't. As JT will take P4, followed by Messiman. Oh no, Corby will pass him actually. Messiman will be P6, which is still his best ever result, so congratulations to him. As we see then Johnny Fu in P7, followed by F1 Fan then in P8. As then you got this Shironi in P9. Then you got Pituko then finishing in the top 10. Then we got Tomatoes. Then it's Corner. And then you got Suicide and yeah, that's it. Suicide will be the last one finishing. Sorry about that, my throat was really struggling, but yeah, we see then Suicide should be finishing, I think, before the countdown ends. And so yeah, what a race that was in the end. But let's then soon have just a little look into the finished results here. So here we go then. We got Hernandi now getting his second/third win of the season. We don't know yet. It's still pending on the previous week results. And then we got Figueroa then in second place, followed by Fatmi, who gets a double LSA podium. We got then GT finishing P4 after getting screwed up by the rain. Then we got Corby with a solid P5. And then we have it's Messi Man in P6, followed by Johnny Fu. Then we got F1 Flame, Rooney, and then Big Tuchel. Then closing the top 10. Then we got two Ricard Auto drivers, Tomatoes and Corner. Then two Link Racing drivers, Suicide and Go, who did not finish the race. And then you got both FGRs to DNF alongside Don't Gamer as well. So yeah, that's it for the race results. I guess we can now go into the interviews. Let's see who wants to get interviewed today. Is there anyone? Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Hernandez here.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Fernandi for the end. Gotta leave the most exciting part of him. So yeah, let's go then with Figo. You went for those soft tires at the end. I guess that didn't work out. But yeah, how did it felt like trying to make the decision at the end to see if beating there would still be worth it or not? And yeah, what can you?
I knew I'd lost. You just took me out, and there's nothing I could do. I was at disadvantage the entire time, so I just decided, I might as well secure P2. I might screw it up. So I just went on the softs as like a safety thing. But overall, it was fine. It's once again I just showed up on the day. I think of it pretty decent for my rival was doing 10 times the practice as me. So yeah, definitely disappointed about the incident on the second last lap. I mean, I think I was pretty clearly there, and he just drove me into the grass. And I think it'll just annoy me more because you've got these stewards who are looking at the last round's incident, and I'm just pretty sure they won't look at that one the same. Despite it literally ending the race. But I wouldn't be surprised because they've been quite, flippy floppy in their decision making. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm guessing you're gonna ask me a question about the rest of the championship, so I might as well answer it now. I mean, we'll see if I can get it back. The LSAs have literally every advantage in the book. They have two teammates. They do more practice than me. They know that they have a strategist. A guy who's actually like planning out the strat. I don't have that. I literally just copy them. So it's quite tough. But we'll see how we do. Well, how I do. I don't know why I said how I do. And yeah. But overall, it's okay.
All right, we will see then. Who wants to also get interviewed next? So I guess we go with Fatmi. So you took third place today. You had a bit of difficult qualifying, and you had to sort of recover. And so yeah, how was your race?
That was a surprisingly good race. You're right. The quali was my average quali of the season, I would say, a P9. But yeah, I'm making that plus minus do some exercise. That's pretty fun.
All right. And yeah, so I guess we can then end with Hernandi then. I'm not sure if there anyone. I wanted to leave the race winner and to the end, but yeah, there was definitely a little incident there. What can you say about that? Because we did saw, I think, Figo getting a little squeeze. So yeah, what's your opinion on that?
Well, it's hard to tell. I kind of just actually thought he made a mistake on his own. He was like suspiciously far back on my screen. I mean, I might have miscalculated my trailer. If he saw me push him off on my screen, then I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't really say a lot more about it. I mean, we started fighting a lot more on those warm wets in the final laps, and yeah, that one happened probably mostly on me, I guess, but otherwise the race was really good. I'm also I just really sad for Joe. He got he was the first one to pit, and he immediately the rain came and his race was ruined. He was up there with us. I think he was even faster than me. But yeah, Figo was playing a smart game, always picking the hearts, so he has the grip advantage on the end of the stints, and it was a tough race mentally, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Did you thought about picking hard tires as well, so we wouldn't get that type of advantage, or you're just going to stick with the mediums
I
regardless?
probably would have picked the hearts for the last stint. I saw no point in taking them in the first two. But yeah, I would have probably picked hearts if it stays dry.
All right then. So I think this will conclude the interviews
Hey,
for.
Dino,
Oh yes.
Phantomy still has something to say as well, apparently.
Oh, so, sure. What do you want to say, Fatmi?
No, I just wanted to just continue and say congrats to Hernando and Figo. They were clearly the
Oh,
quickest
okay.
people here. Same thing with George. Sadly, he got unlucky with the win. But yeah, that was a pretty unexpected podium, knowing I only had one work of practice. But yeah, that's a pretty good result, and now I will enjoy the rest of my week at the ski results. So yeah, see you next race.
All right then. And yeah, JT definitely with a respectable effort at the end, and yeah, definitely very close there. But yeah, I guess this will conclude the interviews for today. Next week we'll be racing in Estonia for the first time in a fictional track made by Buddha called the Nisar, and it's going to be the final race with some chances of rain this season. And so yeah, see you there until the next week. Goodbye.